Russian terror in Dnipro. So was it intercontinental or not? Another topic, a man from Trump's cabinet who's going to seal the deal in Ukraine. Or for Ukraine. Or with Ukraine. Or without Ukraine. Well, let's find out together. And a third topic, interview Matthew Sampson, American Scout Sniper, is again in our studio. Enjoy the interview on UATV English. Good afternoon. These topics in more detail. My name is Henry and we are UATV English, bringing you the hard truth in easy terms for the whole free world directly from Ukraine. In one of my previous episodes, I said, I quote myself now, for the first time since the beginning of not only its full-scale invasion, but the first time ever in any armed conflict in humankind history, Russia has launched an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, targeting Ukraine, specifically the city of Dnipro. Some experts, like Tom Cooper, better known as Sarcastosaurus on the web, proved me and the armed forces of Ukraine not just wrong, lying. It was not so much intercontinental, says Tom, not ICBM, but was of shorter intermediate range IRBM.
After asking a few people around, I cannot avoid the following impression. The High Command of Ukrainian Air Force and Air Defense Force was hysteric. Once again, can't even say I'm surprised. Putin is frustrated and both are lying. Tom Cooper, military expert.
And that's it. Not much about provocation and escalation, says Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper also notes what is of most importance. The Biden admin, he says, called Moscow and announced the change of policy in regards to ATACMS in advance. And although not required to do so because this was no ICBM, still Moscow called Washington to announce this launch at Dnipro in advance. So at least the US-Russian system of avoiding escalation is actually still working, he says. Tom Cooper is a world-class expert indeed in aviation. And I'm not sure he actually is as good at on-the-ground tactics and strategy as he sounds. But he surely is an expert in criticizing. Just read these articles. He mercilessly dissects what he calls the mistakes of Ukrainian high command as well as Russian criminal terrorists. In no way I'm saying Tom Cooper is a bad expert, just because he knows better than me and the Ukrainian Air Force how to tell ICBM from IRBM. What I'm saying is that sometimes experts tend to forget who stand behind their expertise. People. People on the ground in Dnipro could have disagreed with Tom that what you see now was not so much of escalation. Whether ICBM or IRBM it was, it might ruin their houses and could have killed their families. It did not happen to them this time, but it certainly is a provocation, and sure as hell is an escalation. For them. Not for Tom Cooper so much, of course, as his house is okay, I hope. So maybe next time it is an unknown type of Russian missile with a nuclear warhead on it, and it wipes out half of any Ukrainian city, let us, Tom Cooper, get online to shed the light for us in Ukraine what exactly the type of bomb that was that killed us. And one more thing. As Tom Cooper confirms, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said the United States knew Russia was launching an intermediate-range ballistic missile days in advance. Indeed. We gave Ukraine and our close allies several days' notice to help them prepare, she says. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Everyone knew? Ukraine knew? America knew? Russia surely knew? Tom Cooper sure as hell knew everything there was to know. Maybe even more. Ukrainians. They didn't. Those, little men on the ground trying to survive while experts trying to properly type the bomb that kills them. But this time, we are okay. As no warhead was on that IRBM. No warhead, so no escalation. Nothing to worry about. We are alive in Ukraine. All good for now.